It's day 40. I made it to day 40 on this vlog on Creative on the Mend. Picture up. If it's any day but today, I'm here. I showed up. That means for something, right? It means something for me. You might be new to this channel. My name is Jeff Adams. I am a YouTuber. Been doing this for quite a long time. Maybe not in this format, but different formats. This is a brand new experiment. I was inspired to launch out, start a brand new channel from scratch with vlogging as the format. Well, let's get into it. Right? Probably wondering, where is this guy gonna go? Well, I have been on a track for 40 days of vlogging and walking and trying to mix it up as much as possible so it doesn't become the same old, but you got to cram it in where you got to cram it in. I am struggling today, and it's my body. It's not cooperating. I'm on a lot of supplements, a lot of different things that I take daily. So I know that's not off. It's just my body sometimes just does not want to cooperate. It aches. I'm extremely tired, but I'm out here pushing myself to do this. And I don't know if it's the exhaustion of circumstance, like the financial burden that's been going on, but I don't know. But I'm here, which is a great thing. And most people, I noticed a YouTube channel, different YouTube channels, the people that I do watch or have watched in the past, or I've always been a very transparent person. So I talk about things and throw it all on the table. Because like I said before, if you're new to this channel, very open person. I'm doing this channel primarily for me to get my creative outlet on, something I put my mind to in the midst of in-between creative jobs that I'm doing. But I'm wondering, is this it? Is this the final destination of where the journey ends? I'm not saying particularly about this channel, I'm just saying about life. I've lived a very full life, made a lot of mistakes, but I've also learned that I feel like I've lived 3 lifetimes. I look back at things and go, wow, it's a long time ago. And it just feels like I've lived 3 lifetimes. It's a horse. All the noise distractions never ends. You could be out in the middle of nowhere and you still hear noises. So, any event, I say all this because I don't know what this thing is I'm supposed to be doing. I've just been doing the things that I know to do or how to do the last 4 years. Well, be 4 years in 2022 when I came back from Dallas, but I've always kind of done things like this. Worked for different people, worked for myself, worked in the music industry, worked in news media, worked for media companies, etc., consult, be on retainers and all that good stuff. But I really don't know. I feel like I'm out of gas, just personally. It's been a struggle. This thing has really kept me going. And quite frankly, if I don't think I started this, I don't think I'd probably be getting out of bed outside of the main responsibilities that I currently have. So, well, I am going on a trip on Thursday. I'm leaving in Nashville, going with an artist that I do work with from time to time. He wanted me to go to this worship event with him and meet with label executives because I have big relationships in that industry for years and years in that industry. So he wants me to go and talk to some people for him or with him. I'm hoping I can feel a little bit better, and I'm hoping a good night's sleep will. I've been sleeping pretty well as of late. This walking's been helping tremendously. But this is day 40. Man, I made it. 40 days of vlogging. It's an amazing thing. I'm also thinking about my trip, because I pretty much edit these things on a desktop computer. Obviously, it's something how I always edited. I edited music on there, all my videos. But I hate traveling with my laptop. Something happens to my laptop, I'm dead in the water. So I'm trying to think how I'm going to edit these things when I'm on the road. I guess I have my phone. Luckily with this camera I can upload the footage. So I might have to just do a really chop up thing on my phone. And I don't typically edit on my phone. So it takes the fun of traveling too, because you want to do these different pieces of traveling, but I don't know if I want to travel with my computer or not. Maybe I try it on my phone and see how it turns out. But it's a quick trip. I'll leave Thursday afternoon. I get back early Saturday morning to Nashville, back to Orlando. Yeah, so not a whole lot to really unpack, but the reality is that this day is what it is, and I'm documenting it, and I committed myself to do this, and I'm here. There's no bells and whistles. This is my life. It's not sexy, it's not exciting. There's days like this, and I could have easily just said, hey, we go down the street and dive into some history like I did yesterday. Could have did that, but quite frankly, I didn't feel like doing it. Just didn't. Don't have it in my strength to do it today. But I'm doing this. A lot of people, can't even do this. I've wasted years of my life being impulsive. And I was always dedicated to whatever I was assigned to do. What I did with my hands from a creative standpoint, from music to being a music manager, all the things I did. I'm not going to repeat myself of all the things I've done. But I was always dedicated. And this is all I know. And now this is the norm. A lot of people do it. But I was doing this way before anybody was even a thought. When in the 90s, I was a guy taking my credit card and renting an beta SP camera to shoot our music videos for, because the label was too cheap to pay for videos. But I always had the camcorder when I was a kid. My uncle had one, or if someone had one, I would always borrow it just to make my own music videos or goof around and do silly stuff. So this has always been a part of me. I saw on one of my older channels, I think the first vlog entry I ever did was on YouTube, was back in 2022. No, not 2022. So that's 2002. That was my first vlog entry from a desktop computer. I didn't really know what to do with YouTube. I was more into the live streaming, doing an online show on these different platforms. But YouTube now, for me, since I have worked with so many prominent figures that have used YouTube, or people that's their main medium, I said, man, for years and years I never took it seriously, but now I am. For myself, I can always get behind someone's channel and figure things out pretty quick with what's going on, the consistency. But a lot of people I've consulted with YouTube channels over the past, they just don't have it in them. They don't have what it takes to push them over the edge. It's about this, showing up even when you don't feel like it, even when the numbers don't make sense. Because, I'm getting some communication on this thing and meeting people, and it's terrific. That was the main goal of the channel, so I can't complain about that. To find like-minded individuals that love to vlog, share their life. So I'm happy about that. It's a beautiful thing. So YouTube and carrying on this journey, I'm hoping that I will be able to maintain and do this 365 days, but it's also accept days like this. I had a couple days ago, I was kind of down in the dumps. I don't really want to share that. I go, man, I don't want to be the only guy who complains on YouTube. But I promised myself to do this. I'm not putting on a mask and faking it. I did that for too many years. Even when I was going through stuff, I had to put on a mask and go out. I've talked about that, other vlogs. Go check them out, whatever. If you want to, if you don't care, all good too. But I would put this mask on, just not doing that. This is what you see is what you get. So literally, if you're with me right now, this is the type of energy you'd be receiving. So it's probably a blessing that I'm not in a relationship. I think about that. And it's so funny, my channel, all these things I'm getting referred to, these guys later on in life. Well, I'm right behind them, not too far. They're a couple years ahead. And they're talking about one guy cracked me up. He's 58, missing some teeth, and he keeps it real. He's like, but he's giving a top 10 countdown of why he's probably going to be single. And he goes, I just don't like fat chicks. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this guy's saying this. He goes, I know what you guys are going to say. I'm missing teeth because I had my jaw broke and I had these wires in my mouth too long. And yeah, I need some teeth, but I just don't want to roll over some fat girl. He goes, and the women in my neighborhood are just as slim pickings. I'd rather be alone. Of course, he's been divorced a few times as well as myself. I just laughed. But it's true. Everybody has their personal preference of what they like. And maybe, just maybe, the journey is meant to be alone. Because when you go through stuff, I guess it takes finding the right partner. Because my past just never really had that. They never really understood it or went through something. They didn't get it. So I think it's humorous. But it's funny how the algorithms pushed all these guys my age, gone through things I've gone through, doing similar things like this. It's beautiful. That's why I started this channel. It's just a wonderful thing to see people's perspectives and the way they communicate it. Some people play more of a counselor, and I probably play more of a fan, or just respecting it, because I'm a storyteller. I always have been, and just respecting the story, the art of someone sharing their life. But that's to a degree. I mean, I've done it for so long, I can always see when someone's not showing the full truth. And again, a lot of people don't want their business out there. I get that. There's a fine line. There's some things people don't need to know. But I can always tell in situations, especially as many videos I watch of people and studying people. And then, I had to investigate a lot of things for a lot of jobs I did in the past. People, body language. I've had jobs before where I had to be in a room and just not say a word, but look at the person's body language when we were asking them questions to see if they would maneuver and what was truth and what was false. And you can always see telltale signs in people's body language on the way they're acting. And if you don't know them, they'll say, hey man, I'm just going through something. Hey, don't talk about it. But if it's a stranger or it's an acquaintance, I can tell really fast when something is clearly off and not adding up. So That's the whole reason why I'm doing this today on day 40 of this vlog. And it's just conversations, talking. Future of the channel, I would like to travel a lot more, be in a better financial state, whether that's going to work for somebody. It's just tough, but it's my choice. I mean, I think I probably could get back into the realm of where I was going, but I turned down the job because, quite frankly, I just don't want to be dead in a gutter somewhere. The investigating work they wanted me to do, and just I don't believe in that system anymore. So, yeah, I took a job, shoulda, coulda, woulda, but it's too stressed in that world. So I got to find something. Got a lot of things on my list to do. Car needs to be fixed. I just living check to check. It's a lot to figure out. What does that look like, too, for a 53-year-old man? Do I go work at a pizza parlor? I don't know. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know. So that is the journey of today. Documenting the story of day 40, where I could have easily just curled up and went night-night for the whole day. But I have a commitment to myself to do this in the walk. And it's probably one of those videos where people are not going to really be engaged. Hey, look at this. It's a gopher turtle. We got them all over the property. These things are on the endangered species list. I think you can see that. So I can go get close to them. You can see this guy. Oh, yeah. Probably going to hiss. Not happy. And there's his little burrow over there. So, things like that, it's worth getting out of bed for. And I don't know if I'm depressed. I think it's just a financial weight of it all. But if I think I had consistent things coming in, I do have one thing that's consistent that comes in, but it's not enough. And once I get it, it's immediately out for bills and things of that nature. And I had a lot of money fall through the cracks, people canceling things. So it's been a interesting month. Good thing is I got food in the cupboard, at least for another week and a half. Figure it out. It's all good. And I'm still owed money from certain people, but it is what it is, right? Everybody's got their problems. But I say all that as you're going through things. I say it. I'm not being too hard on myself. I'm just being honest and transparent. Where I'm at. I'm not beating myself up. I'm just, and the reality of it is this going to get any better? And as it looks, I don't know if it's going to. It's been going hard at this for 3 years, not this, but other things, trying to build these companies. And it's been a struggle. And at that point, you're saying, should I give up that? And maybe I should. Maybe I should, because I deal with a lot of fast-paced creatives that are very controlling. They want things a certain way. And quite frankly, if I'm doing that from a job-to-job consultant basis, I'd rather just go to work for somebody with one of the strong personalities and get paid very well to do it and stay dedicated and work exclusively for them. That's ultimately what I'm weighing, but there's not a lot of jobs like that, especially if I just turned my nose at one just recently. So, in any event, I've said enough. Oh, chainsaw massacre. No. Don't be so hard on yourself. I'm not. I'm just stating the facts. Where I'm at, day 40. I did it. I'm here. I'm surviving. Hey, and also, whatever you're going through, like I'm doing myself, even though it's not pretty, it's not good looking, it's the same old boring routine. document the journey. It's worth it. It's a lot better, a lot cheaper than getting a shrink and a counselor every week. So, Lord willing, we'll see you on the next one on Creative on the Mend. See you real soon.